On the economic outlook, there are areas that we can say are contributing to the gross county product, our GDP, and I will just highlight on areas that are major and the one that have shown improvement over the years. It's a big chart, not very clear from far. On the wholesale, retail and trade, trade and repair of motor vehicles. Construction is also one that has shown a great improvement. Retail estate activity, transport and storage, information and communication, and also manufacturing. These are areas that will be looked into because they are causing a great, contributing greatly into the county development product. This chart just shows the percentages of the others, so it is one and the same, but this shows that economic outlook in percentages. Members wanted just to show the strategic direction of the government going forward. Our agenda is to really create a resilient economy for sustainable development. This is anchored in what it stands on good governance. It stands also on climate change resilience, youth empowerment, resource mobilization and partnerships, and ICT and innovation. This is a bedrock of what we are going to support our development going forward, because we realize that without good governance, without our ability to withstand major climate change shocks, without a youth that is empowered, without resources both internally mobilized and other from development partners, and also not being ICT enabled, the development agenda we are talking about might not be possible. There are pillars that will support, just back kidogo, there are pillars that will support our economic development, that is water development, agriculture, environment and natural resource, urban planning, social sector development, and roads and energy infrastructure. This is just a snapshot of the direction, strategic direction of development that the government is taking. I will take us through just the shortly the county flagship areas that are put into the CIDP in the next 5 years. One of them is that we anticipate to create a model health, 30 model health centers, that is one per ward, to be able to access a health care for our members of public by creating modern infrastructure in these hospitals, provision of requisite supports, adequate staffing and financing. The lead sector will be health, but we are saying we are creating a holistic government. So within the health facility, we are supporting roads, with roads, accessibility to water. There will be devolution to support staff, and there will be social protection and education around these centers. Automation of government services will be a major item going forward to link all government processes and to avoid having standalone units in the government by automating all the government services and starting off the coming year, and use of technology in service delivery. We are also going to create innovation and research center. It is supported by, the lead sector will be ICT, but supported by all the other sectors. In urban development, the urban areas will be nodes of development and growth. And we are saying we will be increasing urbanization going forward, and there is need for infrastructure that runs around the urban areas. They will include water, safe spaces and recreation centers, road and electricity, infrastructure and social amenities. The lead sector will be lands and urbanization, but we are supporting it with roads and social protection and trade so that it will be a holistic development. In water, the construction of mega dams in the county has been planned. And we have 4 that have been promised by the national government and 2 by the county government. This is water to serve major urban areas and also to be used for irrigation. We are saying this is there are feasibility studies that have already been done for the mega dams. There's 6 of them, and we also anticipate to establish a water fund and water governance as well as conservation of the environment. Members, we are saying although water and environment lead, the rest of the sectors in agriculture, infrastructure, and devolution will be supporting this water development agenda. In public service engineering, the programs involved in it will be decentralization of services, establishment of service centers, staff rationalization, and sub-performance management. The lead sector will be devolution, but members, we are saying it is one government, so the rest of the sectors will be involved. In industrialization, we are establishing Makueni Industrial Park, and as I had alluded earlier, we have 100 million shillings that has been funded by the national government in development of industrial parks. We will create infrastructure around that development. We will have incubation centers and develop marketing and branding sections. The lead sector, the sector will be trade and industrialization, but we are saying around it, we will want to have supporting sectors, roads, water, finance, and water to be able to actualize the development. As I alluded earlier, in agriculture, as we follow the better approach, we are saying the value chains that we prioritize going forward is the fruit value chain, grain value chain, poultry value chain, dairy value chain, and industrial crop value chain. This is what we anticipate to first start with the next 5 years. It is done by agriculture but supported by water, trade, and infrastructure. In social protection and poor investments, we want to support the cash transfer. This is a national agenda, but we want as a government to support. We are looking at rural development initiatives and local economic development approach. This is an integrated approach towards poverty reduction and social protection. It is led by social protection and education, but supported by agriculture with the food, water, and provision of health and trade. On source revenue, members, we would want to optimize the land-based revenue. This is been one area that has not fully been tapped earlier, and we want to coordinate approaching business by licensing, that is unifying billing, so that we take advantage of the business enterprises that have been set up in the county. We are broadening the revenue streams. We are also automating, as I alluded earlier, the revenue collection and reducing leakages where they have existed previously. The lead sector is finance, but supported by the rest of the departments. That is an overview, members, of the CIDP 3, 2023-2027, and very shortly just give an overview of the budget, so that as we speak to the budget that is for the year 2023-2024, we can see, we can unbundle at least 1 year. And I know, members, that's why we are here, to look at the next 12 months and what we can do for our county. We want to develop our theme, still stands with our philosophy of His Excellency, our Governor, but the theme that we have given it is enhancing efficiency for economic growth and community resilience. We want to be translating policy statements now to aspiration of development for our people. Our objectives, which you will note, they are just the ones that have been on the CIDP, is to enhance a universal water access in our county. We desire to increase sustainable agriculture production, value addition, and market access by our people. We desire to improve urban and rural infrastructural development, and socio-economic transformation. This is through the setting up of municipalities. We desire to increase industrialization and enterprise development by creating a conducive environment for investment and employment creation. We also purpose to enhance access to quality and affordable health service. The key issues considered in the next year's budget are as follows. We purpose to complete projects that were faced in the current year. The year that is just ended, we desire to complete. We also want to consider the key priorities, priority projects that were not complete, so that in the county there will not remain white elephant funds, that the funds that were set aside by Mwananchi do not go through waste. We desire to set new projects that are proposed in the CIDP 3, to looking into the flagship areas as I have read them through, and we want to have evidence-based and data-driven world-level development. This is just the strategic direction, and I think I had alluded to this, and we are saying the agenda, water agenda, agriculture agenda, urban development, industrialization and health will be driven through agriculture by cooperative movement, and also having ICT get us through the development, just to enhance economic growth and community resilience. Makueni is unique because